Justice Iris, A Space Odyssey. Oh my god, I'm so happy I made the choice to go and watch this opera. It's like a space opera. So basically it starts off as a bit of a documentary, and they kind of go over the past of their other films, I guess they're documentary style films, and they talk about how the original intent was for them to create something that was similar to Iris, which is what they just put out, what I just came back from watching. And it didn't really work out. They talk about Across the Universe, which is their first documentary, and how that was pretty much like a failed attempt at creating a visual representation of their live performance. I totally get that, because Across the Universe is one of my favorite live performances they've ever done. I think Across the Universe, they will never make a live performance ever as epic as that. Even though I liked Iris, A Space Odyssey, it was really good too. I'll get to that. But Across the Universe, nothing compares. There's no live performance I've ever heard that compares to Across the Universe. And that's still that album, that live performance stands the test of time. It's still one of my favorite albums to listen to live. But their intention with Iris was what they wanted to do with Across the Universe, and it very much shows in this Space Odyssey, the space opera. So they pretty much go over their what they're kind of they're aesthetically aiming for with Justice as a group. And it's interesting because I forget the name of it, the member of the group, because there's Xavier and Gaspard, but they also have a third secret kind of a member who it's not really a secret, it's just that you never see him. Well, you see him performing, but you don't see him on the stage, and it's their lighting technician, because their lighting technician actually performs with them. He's performing the light show on the spot. So it's like he is the third member of Justice. It's just people don't really see him that way because they don't see him up there playing the music. But he is up there, he's performing with them, because he's performing those shows. The sequence of the sequence and the composition of the stage that they're being lit by, he's performing that live as they are performing the music live. So technically he is like the third party in Justice. Anyway, so as far as the documentary part, they start the film off with this documentary, right? And you kind of go over the history of some of Justice's music and their overall discography and history as a group. Then when they start the live performance, which is beautifully shot, I think it is exactly what they were trying to do with Across the Universe, at least visually what they were trying to do. And they also go through in the documentary the evolution of how their stage has transformed, because their stage, initially it begins with the cross. Everybody recognizes the cross, and then the Marshall's amps. Those are two iconic symbols that belong to the Justice brand. And it's cool that they keep those things going throughout the years. I think going to a Justice show without seeing the cross and without seeing those Marshall's amps, I feel like it becomes, it's just part of the brand. It's part of their presentation. And yeah, so I'm glad to see that they keep that going throughout all these years. It's been like, I've been listening to them since I was like I don't know, like 16 or something. I don't know. It's been a long time. So it's cool to see, the new additions to their stage setup, and also have this reminiscent thing of when you first started, like for fans like me, when I first started listening to them. It's like, you're growing, you're evolving with them, with their, like their tools, their fucking toolkit. Anyway, so all right, let's get to the space opera, Iris, A Space Opera. Let's get to that, because oh my god, it was so beautiful to watch. And also, okay, so like the live performance, like I said, Across the Universe is still top best live performance ever. But I think Iris: A Space Odyssey is my second favorite live performance now, because they have now all their albums, and it's an amalgamation of all their albums together now, and it's perfect. It's so beautiful to listen to, and epic, and just like, it just feels like when you're watching it at different times, you get different feelings about this presentation they're putting together, because it feels like there are these two, like almost like these astronauts or space cadets or something, like they're in this spaceship that is flying through, you know, the cosmos. It's almost like, okay, so Voyager 1 and 2, right? They have Voyager 1 and 2, right? I think Voyager 2 is the one with the records, right? With the music and the different sounds from Earth. I feel like Justice deserves their own Voyager. Like, we should send out Voyager 3, and in Voyager 3, it's nothing but Justice music. There's nothing but all of their entire discography. Voyager 3. Somebody contact NASA or Tesla, tell them we need to launch Voyager 3, and it needs to feature everything from Justice, everything they've ever made. It's so amazing. I'm so listening to the performance, it like legit, it got me like in tears. Like, it was so beautiful and so epic and so just mesmerizing. Like, by the end of the performance, I was literally like, you know, when you're laughing and you're kind of like crying at the same time, because you're just like, oh my god, it was so beautiful. That's how I felt. It was so great. It's like the beginning of, okay, so here, I'll admit this, the beginning of their performance was not really too impressive. It didn't suck, it just wasn't epic. But once Genesis started playing, that's like when they took off. It's like almost like the first little chunk of that performance was just like they're starting the ship, and then once Genesis began, it's like, now we're going through fucking space. It was amazing. It's just so amazing. It just felt like this is like if alien life forms used music to conduct a ship to fly through the cosmos, this was it. And then there was also times where it felt like beyond that, like this is no longer two, you know, cadets in space operating a spaceship. It felt more like towards a little more than halfway towards the like once Waters of Nazareth started, it felt like they were creating the universe, like as if Justice created the Big Bang. And it was so captivating. It's so good. I'm so glad I went to go see it, and I had to make this little film review, documentary review, music review, whatever the hell you want to call it, only because I feel like most of the movie reviews I've been doing recently is just based off of the things I don't like about these new movies. And this wasn't really a movie, it was just a performance, but it was so good I feel like I had to put something out, because it's like a one-day release. It's almost like going to a concert. Like, you're only going to see the show once, and I kind of like that they did that. It kind of sucks because I wish that more people, I don't know how many people went to go watch this, I don't know what the box office return is going to be like on this. I think it's a very bold move of them to decide to put out a film like this, because it's like, one, who goes to the movie theaters to watch a concert? It's a little weird. And then, so I don't know, that's bold. I think that's brave and bold, and like, it's just, no one does that. Not that no one does that, but it's a rare thing, and I feel like it's a risky thing. It's very risky to do as a musician, to put out a performance in theaters, because people generally want to go watch you perform. But to Justice, they even said this in the documentary, that this is not like a typical Justice concert. Like, this is a compositional experience that they want the audience and fans and people who don't even really listen to Justice, hopefully that they will be intrigued by, to go and watch. And I think, I mean, as a fan, as a Justice fan, I hope they put out a vinyl, because if they put out a vinyl, I'm buying it. I already own like all their vinyls, and I feel like I need to add this to my collection. So yeah, I don't know. Risky move. I hope that it pays off. I really do, because Justice is a very great group, and I think they deserve to, reap the fruits of such hard work, and so that they can continue to put out more, because it's obvious that they really care about crafting something that's pleasing in every sense, visually and audio. So I don't know, it was really great. I'm glad I went to go watch it. I hope if any of you listen to Justice, if you heard about this Iris: A Space Odyssey, if you went to go watch it, just let me know what you thought of it. If you went to go watch it, if you didn't hear about it, let me know if you're just into Justice's music. I don't know, just hit me in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought. I wish everyone could have experienced this in theaters, and I'm glad I experienced it in theaters, because it's just like, you can't take this home and watch it just on a TV. It's not the same. It's not the same. It doesn't do it justice. No pun intended, but it does not do it justice. You really needed like this massive, screen to just get sucked into this this masterpiece. Anyways, all right. I feel like I have gone on enough about this. Let me know if you saw it. Let me know if you like Justice. If you like Ed Banger in general. Ed Banger's got great artists. As you know, they are the children of Daft Punk. Because Busy P, the original manager for Daft Punk, who started Ed Banger, and all the artists on Ed Banger have a sort of sound that resembles Daft Punk in different ways. And that's why they call them the children of Daft Punk, because they kind of are. It's like Busy P is almost like the parent. He's the daddy. He helped get Daft Punk on the map. Starts Ed Banger, finds Justice, puts them on it almost. I can't say that they're equal to Daft Punk, but they are just as skilled. I think because Daft Punk came first, people are going to remember them longer. But Justice is just as skilled as as composers as Daft Punk. So they deserve just as much credit. Anyways, alright guys. Peace out. See you in the next video.